It's a new year, so it means a new title sequence. So, let's start the show! Well, we've only just had lots of drinks for New Year's Eve, and you've now broken out the Bramble Hill. What is it, Paul?
So this is a make by M&S, and this is English sparkling rosé wine. The reason it is English sparkling is because they can't technically call it champagne because champagne is only made in France.
So let's explain this, because it's sparkling rosé wine of England. Now, I think it has to be called that because they use the same process that is used to make champagne. Is that right? Because there's two ways to get bubbles into bottles of white wine. And one of them is the champagne method. And then the other one, I think Prosecco is different. Correct us if we are wrong.
We probably are.
But it all goes down the same way, I think. And we like to have bubbles.
And do you remember I was telling you about being dry?
Oh, yeah.
So I think...
God, my skin really is dry.
So
today.
I think dryness refers to...
Sweetness?
Yeah.
And there's a number on the back. Is that right? There's some sort of number.
Yes. Not on this one.
Oh, there is. It says dry, and there's a grape sign next to it. It says dry, and it goes over a scale from 1 to 5.
So I think...
And this is a 1.
So 1 is dry, like close to 5 is like not as dry.
So what?
Meaning sweeter.
So the higher the number, the sweeter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to like this. Then am I?
Well, you did like all the champagne that I got.
Oh, right.
Over the Christmas.
I can't watch.
Can you give me a tea towel?
Oh, because I always think you're going to put my eye out or something with this.
I'm not going to do that. I just need to get this bit off.
Gosh, it's difficult. You're trying to get the metal bit off first.
Let's just say that I hope this isn't like the whole brandy incident.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here you go. Right.
So I am supposed to be twisting the bottle rather than the cork.
Oh, right, okay.
So hold that at 45-degree angle.
My eyes are closed and I'm facing away from you. Oh, your favourite sound, Paul. Well, while you get pouring, it is the 1st of January, and maybe you have made some New Year's resolutions, or maybe you're thinking about it today. Now, the thing is, we really don't do that because, well, you tend to break them. Not you, Paul, but most people do. I mean, what is the point, really? Isn't it better just to sort of maybe set yourself goals of maybe sort of motivate yourself at different points throughout the year? I've never really believed in New Year's resolutions. What about you?
I think that it is a bit of a construct where I think society wants to improve upon themselves, and I think people do want to improve, but then I think it's the commitment.
I also think there's a bit of marketing in this as well, because
the gyms.
The gyms, the Fitbits, all those things to help you sort of supposedly lose weight. Anyway, we're not going to lose weight by drinking wine. If we are making a New Year's resolution, it's to drink more, probably. Yes, cheers, everyone. Well, while we're having this, why don't you have a look at a little package that I made about New Year's resolutions? The ancient Babylonians established the first known practice of setting New Year pledges, a tradition that has endured for over 4,000 years. Resolutions in the early 1900s were more religious or spiritual, but over the years they have migrated from denying physical indulgences such as vowing to drink less to general self-improvement like losing weight. Avoid wording your resolution negatively, such as quitting or stopping a behaviour. For example, say, I want my nails to grow instead of I want to stop biting my nails. Approximately 30% of Americans make New Year's resolutions, but fewer than 10% are successful at keeping them. 23% of people quit their resolutions by the end of the first week, and 43% give up by the end of January. Well, we've got a lot to look forward to on It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube this year. And the biggie is probably our trip to Australia that we made in November. We were in Sydney and Melbourne for nearly 3 weeks. Anyway, it was absolutely fantastic. We've got 2 months worth of episodes starting on Chinese New Year and running right through to almost Easter. So anyway, let's take a look at some of the highlights that you'll be able to see in the episodes coming up. Oh wow!
Right?
You're right, Sydney Harbour Bridge, our first glimpse of it. It's right over there. But first of all, I think we need to go to
Where?
the Opera House.
Where's that? Is it over here?
It's over there. Let's get going. Look,
Oh my
our first
God.
glimpse just around the corner of the magnificent Sydney Opera House. Look at that.
Wow.
Let's just keep this running as we walk up to get our very first view of it. And while we're filming this, it's the 11th of November, Armistice Day. And remember what you saw on the news this morning?
Remembrance.
Yes, the whole Opera House was lit up with a fantastic display of poppies. So that was just before sunrise this morning. And it's been daylight since about 6 something, I think. And it should stay light until roughly 7:45 tonight. But there we are. Look at that, the Sydney Opera House. So it looks as though we're going to cross the bridge, Paul.
Yeah, I didn't think that we were gonna do this.
Well, sometimes, you know, doing things on the spur of the moment adds a little bit of added zest to the episode. Wow, look at that, Paul. I think the walk across the bridge was worth it for this view. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. And for those of you that have liked today's New Year's Day episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bottoms up.
Really?
My bottom.
What can be said in New Year rhymes that's not been said 1,000 times? The New Year's come, the old years go. We know we dream, we know. We rise up laughing with the light, we lie down weeping with the night. We hug the world until it stings, we curse it then and sigh for wings. We live, we love, we woo, we wed. We wreath our prides, we sheet our dead. We laugh, we weep, we hope, we fear, and that's the burden of a year.